Life is peaks and valleys. Some people explain that as good times, bad times, but I actually think it's learning mastership. God's intention is that we study and master a bunch of different things. So I would just encourage everybody, never be afraid of not knowing, find out, because that's how you get, to mastership.
It's all like a little show.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy. We back with another video, man. Today I've been on these talking more videos, and it's been a little different. It's not something that I thought I was gonna do, but I have a lot of things on my mind, I guess you could say. I guess we'll get back to the vacations and the travel and the day in the lives and stuff like that. We'll get back to that real soon. February is going to be a crazy month for that, but I just wanted to thank you guys. Y'all have been showing me a lot of support lately. We almost at 1,000 subscribers, which is a due time, man. It's a long time coming, but I can definitely see that people are starting to take notice, and it's all thanks to you guys, for real. Y'all tune in, y'all comment, y'all support, and that means a lot to me. And I know I don't say it enough, but you guys mean a lot to me. And it's only up from here. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, so make sure if you had not subscribed yet, go ahead and tap that button, man. Go ahead and subscribe. Y'all already here at this point. I don't know, there was really no excuse at this point. I mean, we locked in for real. I went on a fast and prayer for 21 days. For 21 days, I prayed and I fasted for 21 days, and it was very eye-opening and very life-changing. I'm gonna say this is my first time doing a fast like this and a prayer like this, honestly, to be honest with you. Last year I did it, and I'm not gonna lie, I was holding on by the last string at the last, I didn't do a good job personally, I felt like, with my fast last year. Yeah, so I definitely wanted, starting this year, starting in 2024, I definitely wanted to sit down, map out my goals, which I mapped them out, and start off the year right. And I felt like what's better to do that than to, do a fast, do a prayer, not only getting my health right, but getting my spiritual life right, getting my relationship with God right. And so yeah, that's what I did, and I was strong this time. Not gonna lie, I was strong. So clap it up for me. But yeah, this has been an amazing and eye-opening January. It showed me a lot about myself, a lot of things I like, a lot of things I don't like, which we'll get into the video. Yeah, we have 2 fasts a year, so I was like, okay, let me take initiative and let me do what I need to do in order to build a stronger relationship with God, build myself up, put a firm foundation on the year for 2024, and I felt that this was the best way to do it. They gave us a piece of paper, and we had to write down 3 things that we wanted to do. So the first one was more so okay, how do we want to operate with in our relationship with God? Our second one was more so things that we're praying for, whether it be financial, health, and things of that nature, influence, a new job, a new car, things like that. And then the third one was basically praying for somebody else. So whether it be a family, friend, praying for them, whether it to be come back to God, whether it be for health, whether it be for a good marriage, just different things like that. So I wrote those things down, and I felt discipline, whether it's just with what I say, what I see, the things I'm putting out there, the things I'm putting energy into my relationships, and being disciplined in that aspect, and just all different types of things with YouTube, things with my job, things with my career, my entertainment career, and things like that. Just being disciplined and setting, once again, like I said, that firm foundation, kind of resetting my mind from all the clutter that's from the previous year, and things that just build up over time. I was talking to y'all know Jalil from my blogs and stuff. If you are subscribed, you should know Jalil. We were just talking every time, almost every day in the gym, when we was going to the gym and stuff like that, because we would still go to even when I was fasting and waking up in the morning, we was still going to the gym right after work and stuff. And so we was just talking, that was the main thing that we always got back to, oh, we got to be disciplined, we got to do this, we got to make sure we're doing that, and especially as a man, especially in this time period, discipline is a major thing to have. There's always so many temptations. There's always so many things that can get in your way, that can, you know, push you left or push you right. And it's all about just kind of staying focused and staying on that one track mind. You know, like, you know, there's always gonna be things out there that you can cling to. There's always gonna be you know, new things that you may wanna, like, you know, just try or whatever it is, but it may not be the best thing for you. And so, like, it's all about just having that discernment and having that discipline to be like, you know, like, we're not gonna go that way, we're not gonna go this way, we're gonna stay on the path that we are chosen to be on. And so a lot of times I was questioning, like, you know, how is it beneficial for me, or like how am I gonna deal with things in the long run? Like, does this make sense for my life? Does it make any type of sense for me to go this route, or is that something that is just like could be in the way of future success and things like that? And so that was like a main focal point in me, and it also just helped me see what mattered most, like, within my life at this current point. But I'm not gonna lie, man, it was no joke, you know, like waking up at 5 a.m. and then making sure I'm at church by 6, and then from 6 to 7 having, you know, our time together at church, and then from there going to work for 9 hours, and then going to the gym after, and then also just trying to be disciplined with my YouTube and disciplined with other things and other ventures that I got going on. It was definitely a grind for 21 days, but it just showed me how much growth I have in my mind, how much potential I have in my mind, how much you know, willingness, if I'm able to put my mind through it, that I can do these certain things. And that's something that I really grasped out of this, is that, you know, no matter what you do, you can always do more. Like, you can always push a little harder. And it's like, yeah, you may not want to, but it's just like finding that strength in you, that if it means enough to you, then you gonna make things work. You know what I'm saying? So I would say the next thing that I kind of took away from you know, fasting and my 21-day prayer was just my focus. Like, my focus was just a whole lot better. You know when you know when, like, you're hungry, like, you mad hungry, like, say you in the car or whatever with your family, and like you just mad hungry, like you just try and wait, but it's like you started, you haven't eaten all day, y'all been out doing things, y'all been out shopping, seeing other family members, all of that type of stuff, and you just like sitting in the back seat like, yo, like I'm finna get angry because I'm so hungry, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like that type of focus, to where it's like nothing else matters right now but like the things that I got going on, I guess you could say, right? So like for me, right, it was like not only building a better relationship with God, but it was also just the things that I was praying for, the things that, and people who are praying, like, and people who I was praying for, you know what I'm saying? Like, and also just like listening, trying to be able to keep a listening ear to see what God wants for me in my future. It not only helped me in my prayer life, but it also helped me like have a focus to where it like weeded out a lot of the things that didn't really serve me purpose, like that didn't help me grow or anything like that. So whether it be like just extracurricular things that I was doing, or you know, certain relationships that I was you know, like entertaining or whatever it was, like it helped me just, or just like even just being on social media, or a lot of the just excess that we have every single day that we just don't even realize because it just becomes second nature to us. And like just be like hone in on like yourself and the things around you and the people that are closest to you and the family that loves you. Like it just helped me create this focus and this zero in to be like, okay, nothing else matters. I think it's also because it's just like I was just tired. I think sometimes I guess you gotta be tired a little bit to be like, dang, I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about all this extra stuff. Like, I'm just trying to get through. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to do all of these things, you know, and still keep the same mind, I guess you could say, because it's like lack of sleep. But it's like, there's two things though with that. Nothing else matters right now. Like, this is what I want to do. These are the goals that I have. This is the people that I like want to see change for. And it's like, this is all that matters to me right at this point. Like, this is all that matters to me. So like that focus really set the tone for me. But it not only like weeded out, I guess, those things that didn't matter or that didn't help me grow, but it also accelerated the things that do help me grow, that do like bear fruit, and I see the benefits in having that in my life. Like the relationships that were needed to be in my life, I've seen I've seen an acceleration of that, like with me and doing YouTube, like how much I've seen how much like that mattered to be able to push out more content and create more ideas and constantly be thinking of like new ways to, you know, entertain y'all and help y'all grow and help y'all, you know, be inspired. Just like being around my family more, being around my friends more, like it definitely accelerated all those different things, because it took out the things that don't matter and then brought the things in that did matter most like closer to me. And I guess a lot the next thing that I definitely saw was how much it like cleaned my mind of just different things, just of the ways of the world, like the things of like the negative energy that could have been built up or whatever it is. Like it just helped me clean a lot of that excess fat out and just be like, and just start with a clean slate. It gave me fresh and new ideas and like to be more creative. Like I remember when I was just sitting in the service and stuff, and like we'd be praying and like the guy and like I said the guy and the pastor would be praying, or whoever was like doing at the time, and you know I'm like praying and stuff, and then all of a sudden like boom, I just get like this different, I just get an idea of like a different video to do, a different like thing to do with another one of my ventures that I'm working on, like, and I'm like dang, like I never thought about that, and like it was just like helped me to just like hone in like with these new ideas. Like it just felt like a flood of just like new ideas and creativity like come in. And that was also something that I was praying for and believing for, so that's something that I definitely seen you know, my answered prayer in that. I think the more and more I started to go through the process, the more I realized like I started catching myself, I guess you could say, as far as like the way that I was thinking about certain things, or the things that would come out of my mouth type deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember when I was out with some friends, and you know, like a guy's night out or whatever, we was just chopping it up, talking or whatever. And like, you know, we was just talking like we normally do, you know what I'm saying? Like just talking about like guy stuff, whatever it is, chopping it up, eating food, having some drinks and stuff like that. And I was like, and when I got home, like I just felt weird, like about like I just felt weird about the conversation, not like with them, not about them, like those are my homies and stuff, but just more so about myself. And like I had to really like think about like some of the stuff that I was saying. I was like, dang, like I probably shouldn't have said stuff like that. I probably shouldn't have thought things like that, you know what I'm saying? So I really had to check myself and be like, dang, like this is not me, this is not like a good representation of like how I'm living right now, you know what I'm saying? And so like I'm not gonna lie, I had to like apologize to myself, and I had to apologize to God, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, dang, like, not that I dropped the ball, but it was just like I didn't realize, like, you know, at that time, you know, we chopping it up and things like that, and I didn't even realize like the stuff that was coming out of my life until I like went home and just started thinking about it. And I was like, not that it was anything great, like too crazy, but I was just like, I hold myself so much to a higher standard. It just gave me a clearer conscience to be able to understand like, okay, like I gotta move a little differently, like I gotta be different, because it's like that's not who I am, you know what I'm saying? So I just felt like, you know, like I'm not perfect, you know, everybody has their ups and downs, and I'm not one to be like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. But at the same time, like, if you want to make a change within yourself, there's certain things you gotta go through. There's certain things that you gotta see that you're doing, like to be like, okay, I don't want to be a part of that no more. Like I want to be a part of this, you know. Like I don't want to be a part of the world and the things that got that's going on with that. Like I want to be completely different type deal. The things that you say come from your heart, and so if your heart not right, then the things that you say out your mouth not gonna be right. But if your heart is in tune, and the things that and like, you know, good, and the things are, and you bear fruit within your heart, like that's what's also gonna come out of your tongue type deal. So I really enjoyed seeing that for myself, and like seeing how much cleaning of my mind, you know, God did and helped me go through that process and stuff. And as for the things I pray for, there's some things that are mad personal, But a lot of other things was just more so just about like ways I can, not only be able to hear God's voice, but also to basically have an influence that impacts y'all on a positive level. You know what I'm saying? And everybody who's watching, everybody who tunes in, everybody that subscribes is impacted greatly, or by the things that I do, by the things that I say, by the way that I carry myself, because that's one of the reasons why I created this whole YouTube channel, is to like inspire people, to motivate people, to encourage people to be the best that they can be. Because when you're more and more grateful, it just seems like there's a bigger joy that comes into you. And I felt like that every single day. Like the more I was thankful for certain things, the easier it was for me to wake up. Like by the 6th or 7th day of me doing it, like it was nothing for me to start with just waking up at 5 a.m., getting dressed and getting out the door. Like it was like, just because I just had a joy that was just so happy to do, just happy to be thankful, just happy to be breathing, happy to be able to, go out and make an impact, not just for myself, but for others. And like, feeling like this meant something to me, But yeah, like, and then, so I started off with reading the Lord's Prayer, but before that, it says, I'm kind of paraphrasing, obviously, but it was just basically saying that God already knows the things that you need of before you ask Him. Therefore, say this prayer. And so, like, but then the funny part is, in a couple chapters later, or I think it's the next page, and a couple chapters later, y'all have to read it. It says that ask and you shall receive, and it talks about like knocking, the door will be open to you. So God already knows that like there's certain things that you want, there's certain things that you need, but it's like He can't do anything if you don't invite Him into a place of being like, of humbling yourself first and being like, Lord, I need you for this thing, I need you for this. God is always gonna have His hand extended out, but it's like up to us to be like, humble ourselves and be like, yo, like this is what we, I need you a part of this. I need you to be, the pilot of my life and like steer me in the right direction for the things that I'm asking for. But I would say overall, like this experience has been very, once again, like I said in the beginning, very life-changing for me, and like really helped set the tone for the year. So if this is something that you're like maybe looking forward to, like you don't gotta wait till the next one. You don't have to wait for anybody to do it. You can do it yourself, whether it be what I did, where it's like, okay, breakfast time, I'm only doing fruit and water, and I'm like reading my Bible. I'm dedicating a certain amount of time a day, like an hour a day, to be like, okay, this is what I'm doing for these things, you know what I'm saying? So, but I hope y'all gained something out of this. I hope that once again, not only was I praying for my friends and the people around me, but I was also praying for y'all, making sure that y'all are doing good, that y'all have some different type, whatever y'all are going through, that y'all get through it, and that there's love around you, that there is peace around you, that there is comfort. I hope that the things that I say and the things that I put out and the creativity that I do brings you some type of peace, brings you some type of comfort, each and every day. And that's something that I was really focused on, like praying for, is praying for y'all and praying for the content that I give out, and hoping that it's it's in the realm of the things that God wants me to do. So we got a whole lot of things, so make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe. If this impacted you any type of way, make sure you send it out to your friends, send it out to family. Thank y'all for the love y'all been supporting. Y'all been supporting mad crazy, and I love y'all for that. Yeah, we going through this journey together, and I'm happy to be going through it with y'all. So y'all be easy, y'all have a great rest of the day. Watch another video. I have a whole bunch, so y'all might as well watch another one as you add this. But alright y'all, I'll catch y'all on the flip.